Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the Vampire Diaries. This is episode 4 of season 4. Hopefully you guys are excited for the season to come. The first 3 seasons have been uploaded. You know, we started quite well actually into this season. We've already established like a bad guy, so to speak. He's come in, he's like an assassin. He's trying to literally take out any supernatural person. I'm not sure if he actually knows about werewolves, to be honest. I know that he knows about vampires because he's walking around with Vervain in his gloves. He's shaking people's hand, and if anyone reacts, boom, 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 instantly shooting them. Obviously, he's attacking people as well, and then he's trying to entice them in with blood and seeing who is part of, obviously, the vampires. But it's interesting because Jeremy commented on his tattoo on his arm, and Matt was saying he couldn't see it. And then later on, this guy do you know what? I've actually not established his name, but this guy approached Jeremy, and he said, "Look, it's strange how you can see that because only vampire hunters can see it." And he obviously is still going around trying to get them. He was asking for Jeremy's help, which Jeremy actually did help him in this episode. But it was interesting because Jeremy actually, he helped him in a way that it led him to Klaus and Damon, and it was funny because they went in to attack him. They shot him and tied him up to some claymores. That is what that guy done to Damon when he went to his truck. And while he was in there, they was questioning him like, "Who is there? What's he here for? Like, who's been sent?" As he was there, Klaus looked at one of his little things that he has, and he's got a mark that he scribes into each of the weapons or the daggers or the bullets that he uses to take them out. And he said, "Oh my God, you're one of the 5." And this guy's like, "One of the 5? What are you talking about?" So. And it didn't further get expanded in that episode, but what did happen is the guy said that he's faster than many normal people, and he pulled the claymores and it blew up and it made it look like he was dead. Damon, I think, thinks he's dead, but Klaus actually saved him. Like I said, dragged him to the caravan, and he was speaking to him about this situation with the 5, and he said that he's now made him one of the most valuable people to stay alive, which is fascinating to me. We had information released to us that Tyler, when he was out in the mountains, he ended up either having a relationship with this girl who's another wolf, or, you know, sleeping with her, and now Klaus has found out of it. So while Caroline was here, yeah, being faithful, rejecting Klaus, all the advances, he was off running away, actually cheating on her. Then when he come back, he was literally, he thought that he could come back and moan at Caroline for having a picture sent to her by Klaus after what he's possibly done. And Klaus has found this information, and now he's definitely going to use it against him. This, obviously, hopefully, I'm hoping anyway that this comes to light, because I don't want Caroline being with someone that cheats on her. She needs to be number 1, and she's great. And I believe it when I actually believe when Klaus says to Caroline that he'll give her everything that she wants. He wants to take her to a place and show the world, because, I don't know. Sometimes you laugh at stuff that Klaus says because, you know, you're definitely lying. But with this Caroline situation, I really think that he actually admires her and he wants to be with her. And that's interesting to me. I think that obviously that's got to come out at some point, that Tyler has cheated because this girl is here now. He's got protection from the werewolves. Klaus said that it's obviously a dying thing, and now he's not got blood. He has to protect the ones that he has. You know what's interesting, right? This is where you know that you watch too much Vampire Diaries. I drive my car that I have a Mercedes C350e, and obviously every time I get in it and turn it on, it pops up hybrid. And every single time now I get in my car, I just see hybrid and think Vampire Diaries. That is when you know, right, you're watching too much stuff, or you're enjoying something that much that when you see a word, yeah, you associate it instantly with something. And I think from forever now, I'm going to associate vampires and hybrid with this show, which is absolutely hilarious. But enough of that. I can't wait to get into today's episode. If you guys enjoy it, please smash a like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. Really, really do appreciate it. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh no, it's not. It's a 5. Interesting. Usually we have a longer opening, don't we? This got straight to the point.
Personal items that I snaked from the vampire hunter's RV.
You know for a fact it was supernatural.
Definitely wasn't natural. Covered in a tattoo that only Jeremy Gilbert, of all people in the world, seems to be able to see. And he kamikazes himself with explosives. Liz Forbes, my favorite sheriff. Concerning. Keep me posted. Can't tell you. Private.
You're in a fight. I'm not in a fight. I'm over it. I've been over it.
You're not still mad at me about ELENA?
I'm always going to be mad at you, but we're not in a fight. Connor's still out there.
I'm gonna need you to get on this today. I have to take Elena to college.
What exactly?
You teach her how to feed.
Oh, yeah.
She needs to learn snatch, eat, erase now more than ever.
I almost killed Matt last night. Damon had to rip me off of him and then compel him to forget. I can only drink from the vein.
Oh, shit.
Caroline. She's a genius at self-control.
She doesn't understand how hard it is.
So I guess that leaves Damon, huh?
You know I wish it could be you. We're crashing Bonnie's trip to Whitmore College. You're the one who's getting me through this.
Just be careful, okay? It's easy to get caught up in it.
I hope if Damon's going to take her out, he's going to do it properly. A new car.
The key to your new truck.
If that's your idea of an apology, probably give it to Elena.
You're trying too hard.
Last I heard, you were leaving town. Forever.
Can I, when my sister, clearly so desperate for love and affection, is left here bribing the house? Stumbled upon something I think might be of interest to you. What if I told you the Brotherhood of the Five still existed?
We don't have anything to do. There is no we, and I don't care about you.
As you wish.
She's chatting absolute shit there, isn't it? I love Rebecca, honestly. She's up there, one of my favourites. Her emotions are great.
If I could spell you out of wanting blood, I would, but I can't, so better you learn this now.
If I can go to college, you can go to college. I always had a thing for sorority girls.
You know what's funny is, right, if you had a life of eternity, right, you would go back to school, wouldn't you? College, whatever, uni. You would literally go there. Why would you not? You could literally jump from a different university every single, 10, 15 years. Your records change your name or whatnot. It's the best way.
When I say the word witch, what pops into your head? Well, whatever image it is, it's probably not Danielle Soso. Witches have appeared across every culture in history.
What is this guy, Wikipedia?
If
I
you're a
love
skeptic,
that.
you'd call that a coincidence. Scares the crap out of us.
What if I'm a ripper?
Well, then pick someone and we'll find out. Geeky girls are inherently suspicious of anyone who's nice to them. What you want, the little blonde. Easily flattered, you just have to separate her from the pack and make her move. I was just saying how much I love witches.
Hey, you and me both, brother.
Has he got tied up? Oh no, it's that guy.
Looks like I'll have to beef up the hybrid security detail. It's from the Inquisition.
What'd you get out of him?
Not enough. What brings you snooping?
Our friend here can't be compelled.
Full of mysteries, aren't you? Shall we? What's with the home invasion?
I should have figured you were up to something when you healed Elena from the werewolf poison. You're never benevolent. It's a good thing I have nothing to do today except get answers out of you.
You might actually be useful in persuading my sister to cooperate. Cross paths with them in the 12th century.
Demons live among you, passing as human.
He's putting on quite the show. Between you here and Cole in the East, you have not been discreet.
These hunters have been around for 900 years. And Rebecca had a thing with one of them.
She fell in love with him. Get Rebecca over here. I want her to give me some very important information about the hunter. Hunter in there holds the answer to all your prayers.
Sitting here alone like the loser new girl. I'm with my friend. She just...
Sorry, family drama.
You two are friends?
Is it so hard to believe I would have one?
You won't remember any of this.
Try to help him, he'll just betray you. It's what he does.
Because I want to figure out what he's up to. And plus, I can give you the one thing that he won't. I'm willing to forgive you for what you did to Elena.
Why would you do that?
Because you're obviously not leaving town. Plus, you can't be too happy wandering around school with no friends.
friends.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you care what Matt over there thinks. Maybe I can talk to him about a clean slate, too.
I've said it once already in this episode. I really like Rebecca, right? If she's going to become part of the gang, then I'm all for it, me. Big up Stefan for offering, a truce, a clean slate. You know, sometimes, if she's going to be there, yeah, and she's not going to leave, then what's the point in sitting there being enemies the whole time? Why don't you just create a truce and just get along and be civil? So, you got to big up Stefan there for being, what would you call it? The better person. In that situation. I like it. So he's obviously going against what Klaus wants to do, even though Klaus has just told him that, trust me, Stefan, that guy in there is the answer to all your prayers, or something like that. And he's still going behind his back, so I wonder how Klaus is going to react when he finds that out.
Just like we practice. That's all you have to do.
I totally spaced and forgot to get the reading list. Do you have it? This isn't gonna hurt.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's my little sister.
Get out of here. Go back to class.
What the hell are you doing?
I saw the picture and
Why do you
That's
care?
true.
I care because I'm still me. Sorry if that spoils your master plan to turn me into a super vampire.
Elena's educating me on the importance of feelings. Oh, nice. Answered all of our problems. A frat party. Douche central. So what should we go as? Victims or killers?
Oh, that is sick.
Welcome home, sister. Oh, the tattoos aren't visible on this lot like they were on the last.
She's still there. She was there last
Could
season.
kiss the council for burning up all the vervain in town. They made my life so much easier. You threw away Elena's blood, so I can't make any more hybrids.
Because you took me for granted.
That's what big brothers do, sweetheart.
What's his name?
I'm sorry. I often forget how delicate you are. He was looking for creatures of the night, which is why we felt quite safe around him wearing our daylight rings.
We're curious to hear more about your order, your crusade.
Banned by fire and the last breath of a dying witch to a single cause, the destruction of all vampires.
We have the ultimate weapon, which no vampire can survive.
How is a weapon the answer to all my prayers? Why don't we just skip with the theatrics and get right to the point?
Find this weapon, we need to solve the puzzle.
The tattoos.
Tattoo.
Glad I clocked that.
A map.
Fat lot of good a tattoo's gonna do if we can't see it.
We can't. Why don't you tell the hybrid to bring him in, love?
I wouldn't. I'm not helping you with anything.
Oh, I'm afraid you are.
That was a swift transition. It's good though. Jeremy's nice. You know what it reminds me of? Michael Schofield in Prison Break, where he's obviously maps out his plan and tattoos it on his body, and obviously he can relay it. Obviously, Jeremy's got he's good at drawing, and he's seen the tattoos. He can write it down, can't he? Well, he can draw it out, but they've only got one of the 5, haven't they? So what? Is Klaus just going to just hold it until he finds the other 4, and then obviously put the pieces together? But people like Jeremy don't have a choice, does it? Let's be honest, right? The guy says no, he's getting killed. Like, it don't take 1 second to cut his arm or his finger off like they've just done then. They've just took the ring off instantly. So he literally has no choice but to agree.
Hey, lovely ladies, I just
Got the ripper.
rippered.
Welcome to the murder house.
Hats off to these idiots.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
He knows that she's a witch or he's a warlock.
Come on, pick one. Goofy guy?
Mm-hmm.
Nice choice.
I'm sorry.
Right back. Great party, right?
You're not gonna make a sound.
Go on, Elena.
Elena, step away from the ledge.
She done it. I thought she's going to be another ripper.
Leave and forget about this. I feel good. I want more.
Wow, Damon smiled. Do you know what I've got to say? When Elena smiles, or when she was happy then, when she like had a little chuckle and smiled and hugged him, she looks well attractive. Like, she looks really pretty when she's happy. If you think about it, quite often she's quite a depressed character, I think, really. You don't really see her smile and laugh much, so if I'm going to get that side of her where she's a happy, joyous person as a vampire, then I'll be all for it, me. I do like happy Elena. And I like one Elena that's caring as well of others. When she was bigging up Alaric for being there for her, that's a good side of her as well that I do enjoy.
You set me up at the hospital. Why?
You were trying to hurt people who were important to me.
That vampire just threatened to kill you.
And what exactly do you understand? A couple days ago, you seemed to have all the answers, and now you know Jack.
Years ago, I met someone with the mark. Like it was ingrained in his DNA. Told me the same thing I told you. If I could see the mark, I was a potential. Lost track of him, and then one day, showed up on me. The more vampires I killed, the more it spread.
My sister's suitor was unwilling to tell us anything.
How do you read these symbols?
The sword. Key to reading it.
Oh.
You considered my offer. Come with me when I leave to follow the map.
And I would like that very much.
It's a very special weapon. For a very special kind of vampire.
Do you really believe they are all so evil they must be put down?
And
My sister's boyfriend threw a slumber party that night. Brothers put us all down in our sleep.
How was I supposed to know?
I thought the daggers didn't work on you because of your werewolves.
They don't.
Played him, Carlson.
Not answer because I have ripped out his tongue, along
Wow.
with the rest of them. Family was nearly wiped out because of your stupidity. He would not have made a move unless he knew you were vulnerable. What did he promise you? Go ahead, Rebecca, tell him. Weapon that could bring about the end of the vampire species.
A cure. He said there was a cure.
Right, a cure to what? The vampires? Like what? They can just transition back into humans then? Is that what the cure is? I mean, if I was a vampire, I wouldn't want that. And personally, like, I know many people, they say they don't want to be a vampire. They'd rather be a witch or something, that's fair play, but I would much rather be a vampire than a human, me personally. That's my view. Especially if I'm like Klaus and Rebecca and I can't really die. I mean, there's a chance of them dying, but wow, like the minuscule fraction. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack for their deaths.
Why wouldn't you have searched for it, found it?
The marks disappeared from their body. The map was gone until our friend in there showed up in town. You can't be trusted, little sister. You'll be blabbing this secret to the first boy who calls you pretty. I mean, it's pathetic.
Instead, I stay with you and let you leech every moment of happiness from my life. You want the cure for Elena, don't you? Go back to mass producing your hybrid. Knew he'd help you even though he hates your guts.
Klaus, man's always thinking of himself so he could create his hybrid.
She never would have told me what I needed to know. The map is useless without the tool to decipher it. She knows where it is, and you're gonna get her to tell you. Save Elena from the very thing that's going to destroy her. No, you won't walk away from it.
Mate, how fascinating is that, mate? So you've got, I'm seeing, we're in episode 4, yeah? I'm seeing this season as a Damon and Elena love story and a Stefan and Rebecca love story, because Rebecca falls in, mate. And obviously Damon's already fell in, and he's hoping that Elena does as well, because she's showing signs that she wants to be around him, because he's more of the same type of vampire as her in terms of attacking people and stuff. Again, though, it's going to be a situation possibly where Stefan loses his connection, so to speak, with Elena as he drifts away a little bit, doing something with the intentions of helping her. Does that make sense? So last season he become the Ripper and went with Klaus, we could save Elena, and then they obviously come apart. This season, possibly, the storyline as it seems, he might have to get close to Rebecca, which will push Elena away to save her life. So, I mean, that's mad.
This is amazing. It's all stuff you picked up on your travels?
This is my crazy Indiana Jones adventures. You did.
I lost control of myself and there were consequences.
Witches love their consequences, don't they? You know, there are other ways to practice magic.
I'm gonna ask
I'm just a guy with a very open mind who's seen a lot of things.
Okay. Calvin Harris, mate. That Damon biting people.
Don't scream.
It's like a bloodbath, innit? They can literally leave the blood there. Oh, I would love these two to dance together with this song. Get in there, mate.
Gotta get out of here.
See, I'm gonna have to say it, right? Elena cares about everybody's opinions and not herself, her own feelings. Like that, to me, that scene there. Do you know what, right? I'm fucking been sucked in. Like, I'm getting sucked into the Damon and Elena. Like, I thoroughly want it so much. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm like I say, I'm team Fence, but like every time I see them together, man, they're so happy. Like, when I look at it, the person I see her enjoy herself more with is Damon. Like, look how happy they look then. They look free. They look like they was enjoying themselves. And yeah, Elena looks so happy when she's with Damon. I understand that she wanted Stefan when she was a human, but I don't know. I feel like she doesn't want him now as a vampire. But it's really tight on Stefan. But I'm conflicted. I am. I got to like say it, me. I don't really know what I want. Every time I watch these, I feel so happy. Like, they make me happy when I see them together. So I don't know. You can read that how you want, but what does disappoint me is when I see people come over, right, while she's having fun with Damon, and then she shits it, yeah, and then she leaves the situation. She does it all the time, literally. Every single time she's doing something with Damon and having fun, and someone comes along and sees them, she always leaves, and it does disappoint me. Like, she's thinking out everyone's opinions.
Now, if you could just hurry it up a little bit.
That is a good drawing.
What is this? I've seen the tattoo, you impertinent punk.
He said every time he kills a vampire, it spreads.
Tell the girl to take Jeremy home. Keep this one alive.
What I would do if I was Klaus, I'd just go, right, I'd start turning all the humans, and then I'd just literally stand them in front of him, let this guy kill him, and I'd literally rinse and repeat that.
Looks like you got too much leash. You're lucky I can't kill you.
Oh, he's pulled his bar out.
Why am I acting like this?
Because you listen to Damon, and Damon makes everything he wants sound like a good idea.
I should be here with Stefan.
And you let her get completely out of control.
She's not out of control. She was having fun.
She was having fun.
Person.
She is
It's a different person. She is.
She's a vampire. Enjoy the hunt, the feed, and the kill. And you know what makes me able to drink my fill and leave someone breathing and not rip their head off like my brother is that I can revel in it.
It's fucking speaking facts, mate. This is not Elena Gilbert. This is Elena Elena vampire. 1,000,000% the comments are going to think that it's because I like Damon, and he's speaking straight facts, mate. Everybody's looking at Elena as if she's the Gilbert that was alive, that was a human, and she's a vampire. Don't you, like, you need to understand, as a vampire, you do want the hunt, you do want the kill. I said when she was dancing with Damon, all I see is fun, yeah. I see her there having a time of her life, and that's literally what he just said, mate. She's having a time of her life, she's having fun, she's biting people, she's not killing them, she's reveling in it. That is literally a vampire. She's changed as a person. I mean, surely everybody's got to acknowledge that. Whether you like it or you dislike it, you've got to understand that these are two people now. We've got Elena Gilbert and Elena Vampire. Totally different people.
I got your message.
No one deserves to be treated that way.
I wanted it back then. I was willing to leave behind my family for it. Would you take it if you had the chance?
Elena will kill. But Elena, she's driven by love. Turns out for humanity, then I don't think we'll ever get her back. So I'd do anything to save her.
I envy the love you have. I really did believe Alex. When he said he loved me, he promised we'd be married. I know you want my help, Stefan, but I just can't do anything that lets my brother get what he wants.
I never did answer your question. It meant that I got to be with her, have children, grow old with her. If it meant that we'd die together, be buried together, I'd take the cure.
Even after everything, I laid him to rest in the place where we were to be married. A kind of hopeless fool does that. But that's what you wanted to know, isn't it? Buried him with his sword.
Klaus.
I'm sorry, little sister, but you're right.
Oh, he's gonna dagger her? No, don't do that, man.
Laugh at the girl who loved too easily. But I would rather have lived my life than yours, Nick. Look me in the eye and do it, you coward.
Go on.
Do it!
Tell you what, right, I'll fucking marry Rebecca. She is, literally, she's beautiful, she's so caring. Like, I literally love her. Like, she's a great character. She is what you want in somebody. Like, if you was to marry somebody or get with someone, she cares for people so much that she'd do anything for him. I literally love that about her. What a great character. I'm disappointed that they've killed her. One thing that I would like to ask is, Stefan said if it meant that he could spend his normal human life with Elena and have kids and get married, yeah, then he would take the cure. Now, first of all, I've got to say, if he's telling the truth, what a guy, yeah? And if he is telling the truth, it, like I said before, I was getting sucked into the Damon and Elena, but now it's like, when you hear this side, you think, what a guy, Stefan, mate. Maybe you are good and you are the right choice, because obviously he wants her to just be a human. So, like I said, I am dead conflicted, and I like the fact that Stefan loves her for love, and Damon loves her for like adventure and being herself and just embracing who she is. So two different types of love. I'm not sure which one to go for yet. I'm literally stuck. But I do like that for Stefan. I didn't know if he was lying. I was saying, is he telling the truth or not, just to get the information out of Rebecca? I guess we're going to find out later on down the line. I don't know, man. She's going through a rough time, Rebecca.
I have a plane waiting. Rebecca's somewhere no one will find her, and make sure Jeremy forgets everything he heard today. No one must know about the cure. This gets out, it could mean all our deaths. It's just you and me in this, Stefan.
Well then.
I'm sorry. Things got a little heated. I shouldn't have let that happen. I feel like when you tell me what a vampire should be, deep down, I believe you.
You don't want to be like me.
She didn't mean it like that, though.
Hey.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
Jeremy, we had a couple things to talk about.
She's all yours.
So, what happened?
It was awful. Got caught up in it, but I don't want it to get easier. Stefan, I'm feeling things that I don't want to feel. I don't think I'm gonna survive this.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, I got it. You should send 2 more for protection.
Oh, he's got his head made. Oh, so when he kills a werewolf, it does it as well. Oh, is this guy using Bonnet?
Shouldn't you be in Mystic Falls killing vampires?
Why the hell did you send me there?
Guys, original 5, do you reckon? Madness. And that's going to wrap up today's video now. I thought that, honestly, I've not really been invested in the Damon and Elena and the Stefan and Elena storyline in terms of like a side to pick, but, and I said I was over with it. And I was happy that she picked Stefan, but now I'm seeing like 2 different Elenas, and I'm kind of getting invested a little bit. Like, I'm seeing a human side of Elena that wants to be with Stefan, and I'm seeing a vampire side of Elena that wants to be with Damon. Now, before, I only ever seen the one human side, and she was conflicted between them both, you see, so it didn't really interest me, but I'm seeing 2 characters. I'm kind of seeing a Catherine and Elena, you know, that sort of thing. Like, she's got two different attributes, and both of them are fitting to both brothers. Now, I'm trying to figure out which one do I enjoy more. Do I enjoy someone who actually loves somebody hardcore for who they are? Or do I love somebody who enjoys being with a person who makes them happy? You literally, you never know what you're going to get. And that is the true question. Would you want to wake up every day knowing that you're with somebody who loves you? Or would you want to wake up with somebody who also loves you? Maybe not as much, right? But also, you never know what you're going to get. They're going to, like, throw a spanner in the works. You're going to do something crazy. You're going to do something adventurous. That's literally it. Like, both people love her in separate ways, totally polar opposite, and I don't know which one I would prefer. I literally can't choose yet. I'm gonna have to see more information that gets laid out, because I'm not gonna lie, when I see her with Damon, I feel like she's more happier. She's always laughing, she's always having a great time, and then like I said, but when you see with Stefan, it's always more of like, some shit's just happened, I'm depressed, Stefan comes, saves the day, makes her feel good. Does that make sense? So when she first met Stefan, yeah, she met him after a tragic event. He was there, he saved her, and she's always going to him in, like, at times of distress and depression and, like, sad times. She's always there comforting her. That's a different type of love than, like, meeting somebody joyous and adventurous and exciting. Totally different. And yeah, it's kind of, it's not really before hooked me a little bit, but I think that little dance, yeah, to Calvin Harris hooked it. It literally hooked me a little bit, man. I'm getting drawn into it, and I don't want it. I don't want to. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to get drawn into it, because I'd be fucking fuming, like, if I drag out, like, if I jump in on someone's side and then they disappoint me, literally. But it looks like one of the original 5 possibly is that teacher who's teaching at the school. He's getting closer to Bonnie. He knew about grandma. He had him for me. He had a picture of him, didn't he? He's obviously teaching the classes. He said that he's not got any information, but I mean, he's not got any powers. That's what he said to Bonnie. But he's acquired loads of information, and he could help her with stuff, which is interesting. This guy's just freed himself, and we found out that he's working with them. Every time he kills someone, his tattoo gets bigger. They use Jeremy to obviously extract it, draw it, so Klaus can see it. Then they've also used Stefan with Rebecca to extract information to find out where the sword is, because that's the ultimate thing that can do the cure, I suppose. I think that's what they said it was anyway. So yeah, Klaus has gone to get that dagger now. He's left Stefan, obviously, with the only person with the information. Said that nobody else can find out. The whole vampire race is possibly at risk of going down. But it's funny because Matt's got a new car now, so they give him a truck. He said he didn't want it, and then later on he come back, I'm keeping the truck. We've not seen it yet, so I'm interested to see what she got him. Maybe she made friends with April as well, and now if she's gone, they might raise questions, where's she gone? But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. So this is the first episode I think I've enjoyed with the triangle, so to speak, and they wasn't competing against each other. It was just the different moments that both characters had. It just made me feel different. Stefan's one's more, oh, that's well cute. He wants to have his life with her. He wants to get married and have kids. And then Damon's just like, oh, mate, look how happy they are. Look how fun they are. They're free. It's dragging me in. It's literally dragging me in. But if you guys are excited, man, I actually am excited, then please come back tomorrow, watch the next video. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like on the button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.